This is the beautiful and talented actress, the star of motion pictures and television, Jayne Meadows.
Thank you. And this is my partner, John Andrews, from Brooklyn, New York.
This is the versatile humorist, author, and composer, the star of I've Got a Secret, Steve Allen.
Thank you. This is my partner, Susan Slack, from Hingham, Massachusetts, and we're all here to play Password.
Yes, it's Password.
This week on...
Here's your host on Password, Alan Ludden.
Well, good evening to you. Welcome to Password. Steve, it's good to have you here finally.
Thank you, Alan. It's good to be here.
Well, and Jane, it's good to have you back.
Thank you, Alan. I've missed you.
I've missed you. You've played Password before, but never with Steve Allen. How does it feel to be here with him?
Oh, I'm psychopathic.
You are? I know, but what's new?
What's new? You're the one who's gotten married since I saw you last.
I know. Good to
You
see
joined our ranks.
Yeah, it's nice to be there, too, I'll tell you that. Your first partner's John Andrews. John, what do you do for a living, sir?
Alan, I'm an over-the-counter stock trader for a major brokerage firm here in New York.
Well, it's good to have you here. Steve, I saw I've Got a Secret Monday, and I was fascinated with your elephants. What you got new for Monday?
Well, we'd better try to get 2 more elephants fast because, as you know, we do the show in this theater, and they actually broke away and ran down 8th Avenue and went the wrong way on a one-way street. It was terrible.
You lose a lot of elephants that way.
Oh, easy come, easy go.
Good to have you. Susan Sack, let's see. What brings you to New York, Susan, from Hingham, Massachusetts?
That's right. I'm here with my husband, who's here for 2 weeks on business. He does advertising and marketing for a large company.
Well, I'm glad you're here with your husband. We're going to play Password right now. It's a game of word communication. Jane's here with her husband, too, you see. We try to make your partner say the password using one-word clues. I'll give a copy of the first password to Jayne Meadows and her husband, Steve Allen. And as they look at it, we'd like you to look at it at home, of course.
The password is Blizzard.
Okay, Jane, now for 10 points, see if you can get John Andrews to say that password.
Oh, storm.
Hurricane.
Oh. Sorry, Jane. 9 points, Steve.
Snow.
Blizzard.
Yes. Jane, you acted cold to me. You've got 9 points now, Susan, toward a 25-point game. The winner has $250 and a chance to win that much more in the lightning round. Here we go. John, start with you this time. Susan, as they look at it, we'd like you to say it.
The password is traitor.
All right, John, 10 points. See if you can get Jayne Meadows to say that word.
Turncoat.
Oh, yes, a turncoat. It's a,
Yes, it is.
Oh, what is it?
5 seconds.
A turncoat is a traitor.
Yes! With Jane, we just don't hear any of that preface. You see, as you know, sometimes she does think aloud, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
She does do that. By the way, when you hear this sound, it means your clue has not been accepted by our authority, who is Dr. Reason A. Goodwin, an editor of the World Book Encyclopedia Dictionary. 10 to 9. Password, Steve Allen. Jayne Meadows. Friends at home.
The password is wiggle.
No hyphenated words, no gestures. 10 points, Steve Allen.
Worm.
Squirm.
Worm, squirm. No, 9 points, Jane. No gesture.
Hips.
Five seconds, John.
Hips.
There goes your time.
Swivel.
Swivel hips, no. Okay, Steve, 8 points, give you 17.
Shimmy.
Wiggle.
That's it. Well, it's still football season, I guess. 10 to 17. They can win on this, so careful, John. You might have $250 in that, Susan. Friends?
The password is nation.
All right, John Andrews, 10 points. See if you can get Jayne Meadows to say that.
Country.
5 seconds, Jane.
Country.
There's your time.
Country. State?
State. No, 9 points would give you the game, Susan.
United.
but she
No,
was...
yeah, you were right to stop. I mean.
Oh.
10 points, Steve.
Nation?
Nation! Very good. You know, I'm sure that I'm not first to think this. I had an hunch, Steve, that you play this game very well. Because words are not anything you're not familiar with. And you've done it. You just won $250 for Susan. But now we're going to have a little test here. We're going to play the lightning round now. The trick here is to do it all, as you know, 5 passwords, 1-word clues, but do them all in 1 minute. Here's the first word. Go, Steve.
Gasoline.
Tank.
Quart.
Pint.
Measurement.
Gallon.
Yes.
Scream.
Holler.
Lion.
Roar.
100.
Skinny.
Thin.
Obese.
Fat.
That's it.
Tree.
Limb.
Juice.
Sap.
Yes.
Mom.
Dad.
Yes. Yeah, you did it. Steve, on your first lightning round here on Password, first time ever, Steve Allen did all of it with the help of Susan Sack, of course, in 30 seconds, and Susan Sack has $500. John Andrews, you have 50. Thank you both for a fine game of
You
Password.
got me
Goodbye. Let's move along now and meet 2 more Password players, shall we?
Yes.
Jayne Meadows, meet your new partner from Chicago, Illinois, Lois Myers.
Hello, Lois.
Steve Allen, meet your new partner from Union, New Jersey, Joseph Hoffman.
Lois Myers, I see you're married. What does your husband do for a
He
living?
works for a furniture manufacturer.
Furniture manufacturer.
Yes.
Fine. Joseph Hoffman, what keeps you busy, sir?
Ellen, I'm a faculty advisor at Newark State College, and in my spare time, I officiate and help out at the Boys Club in Newark.
Well, those are certainly both fine activities. Let's play Password. Well, good. You've got some friends here. Thank you. Always like to see anybody get applause who's associated with education. Jayne Meadows.
Yes.
Steve Allen. We're going to start with you, Steve. As they look at it, we'd like you to see it.
The password is lingerie.
Familiar with the word, Steve? All right.
Go.
10-point clue.
Slip.
Petticoat.
Slip, petticoat. Well, they're both familiar with the word. It's just wrong. That's 9 points, Jane.
Underwear.
Lingerie.
Oh, thank you. Good for you.
Well, you couldn't have done that. You couldn't have done it like that. You wouldn't have looked as good. Joe, I'll say. Okay, Joe, Lois, 10 points. I mean, I want you to
The
say it.
password is dowry.
Okay, Joe, 10 points.
Hope chest.
Not allowed 2 words. 9 points, Lois.
Now what happens?
Now she's going to give a 9-point clue to you.
Brides.
Dowry.
Yes! That's the real penalty of a 2-word clue. The next person gets it. 18 the ladies have, men. So on your mark. Jane.
The password is soggy.
Steve, 10 points.
Wet.
5 seconds, Joe.
Messy.
Wet, messy. No. 9 points. Jane would give you the game.
Yicky. Ugh.
1 word.
Soggy.
It's mental telepathy.
I'm glad we don't spell. I'd hate to try to spell that, too. All right. You did it.
Bet your buzzer man couldn't find that one.
No, I bet you couldn't spell it either. All right, ladies, you did it. Lois, you have $250. The chance to win that much more in the lightning round. Jane, ready?
Yep.
Trick here, as you know, is to do it in 1 minute. Here's the first word. Go.
Bib.
Tucker.
Waist.
Vest.
Kitchen.
Apron.
Yes.
Dime.
Nickel.
Yes.
Old.
New.
Opposite.
Ancient.
Old.
Elderly.
Opposite.
Young.
Yes.
Hit.
Strike.
Smack.
Smash.
SWAT.
Slap.
Yes.
Up.
Down.
Yes. Very good. Okay, you stayed right with it. And Lois Myers. Lois, you have $500 by doing it all in 40 seconds. And Joe Hoffman, you have 50. And thank you both for a fine game of password. Good luck. All right, I would say that's even, Stephen. Each has won one game. Let's see what happens now. Let's meet two more password players.
Jayne Meadows, meet your new partner from DeKalb, Illinois, Richard Mobley. Steve Allen, meet your new partner from Walterboro, South Carolina, Patty Fishburne.
Richard, I see you're married. Do you have a family?
Yes, we do, Alan. We have one son, Christopher, who is 2 years old.
Very good, Richard. Patty Fishburne, how do you spend your time?
I'm a girl Friday for a creative supervisor in a firm here in New York.
Well, and he's got a pretty girl Friday, I'd say, wouldn't you, Steve?
Thank you.
All right, let's get back to this game. Here we go. Steve and Jane have the word as they look at it. We'd like you to see it.
The password is scoop.
Jane, 10 points.
Luella.
Parson.
Luella Parson. Uh-huh. No. 9 points, Steve.
Ice cream.
Not allowed 2 words. I was afraid you were going to say that. 8 points, Jane.
Item.
Item.
Tidbit.
Tidbit. No. 7 points, Steve.
Parfait.
Add 'em up. 5 seconds, Patty.
Creamy.
Creamy. No. 6 points, Jane.
Gossip.
5 seconds. Dick. Okay. 5 points, Steve.
Shovel.
Scoop.
Yes. Shovel did it. See, pinpointed. Very good clue. 5 points.
Did mine help you?
Oh,
You forgot all about mine.
Well, we'll see what happens now.
going for different
Richard, you'll start. Patty, as they look at it, we'd like you to see it.
The password is tomato.
Okay, Richard, 10 points. Start with you.
Heinz.
Heinz.
Ketchup.
Ketchup. 9 points, Patty.
Vegetable.
Heinz vegetable. Soup.
Soup. No. 8 points, Richard.
Vegetable.
Tomato.
Tomato. Or tomato. Did you know it there?
Yes, because if it wasn't ketchup, it had to be tomato.
Yes. Or tomato, as long
That
as
was
you're
a
healthy.
tomato,
All right. Steve and Jane have the word as they look at it. We'd like you to see it.
The password is swallow.
Now, 10 points.
Gulp.
Swallow.
Yeah. Playing the game pretty well tonight,
Wow.
I would say. 8 to 15.
They're ahead,
Richard,
Richard.
you'll start. Patty, you can go as high as 24. As they look at it, we'd like you to see it.
The password is meadow.
All right. 10 points, Richard.
Yes.
Jane.
Meadows?
Yes. We accept plurals.
A meadow.
Meadows. We take plurals, 18 to 15. Steve, you can win on the first clue here. That's your one chance this round. Jane, you can win on that. As they look at it.
The password is ecstasy.
But I know what you thought of first. Well, we'll talk about it later. 10 points.
Thrill.
Excitement.
Excitement, no. 9 points, Jane.
Something.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, what is that book?
5 seconds. Don't talk.
Well, anyway. Oh, thrill.
Ecstasy.
I know, I always think...
Agony.
Here you go. The trick is to do it, as you know, in 1 minute. Here's the first word. Go.
Salt.
Pepper.
Sweet.
Sugar.
50.
Hair.
Lotion.
Set.
Shampoo.
Shape.
Curl.
Yes.
Quintet.
Quartet.
Yes.
Clothes.
Hanger.
Place.
Closet.
Yes.
Reel.
Camera.
Opposite.
Photograph.
Lashes.
Eye.
Reel.
Fish.
Opposite.
Out.
Never mind. We'll go to the next.
That's it.
Oh, that's it.
He was too polite to notice the lashes. Jane, he wouldn't have noticed.
Oh, well,
True,
these are my
false.
own.
False was the word. Oh, those are your own, I
Oh,
see.
true.
Yeah.
That would have been
But
wonderful.
nevertheless, Dick, you did $450 worth, and Patty, you did $50 worth, and thank you both for a fine game of password, and good luck later. All right, Jane's won 2 games. Steve has won 1. Let's see what happens on our 4th as we meet 2 more password players.
Jayne Meadows, meet your new partner from Brooklyn, New York, Richard Bradley.
Another Richard. Hello.
Steve Allen, meet your new partner from New York City, Margaret Caddison.
Margaret and Richard. Dick Bradley, what keeps you busy?
I'm a law clerk with a firm downtown here in New York.
Good to have you here. Margaret Caddison, are you a working girl?
Yes, I work as an editorial assistant for a fashion magazine.
Fine. Well, let's play password, shall we? You've got good partners here, I'll tell you that. Steve Allen, namely, Jayne Meadows, and friends at home.
The password is cosmetic.
Okay, Steve, start with you. 10 points.
Makeup.
Powder.
Powder? No. 9 points, Jane. 5 seconds.
Makeup.
Watch the hands.
Base.
Base? No. 8 points, Steve.
Lipstick.
Paint.
Paint? 7 points, Jane.
Counter.
Five seconds, Dick.
Rouge.
Nope. 6 points, Steve.
Powder.
Puff.
Puff. 5 points, Jane.
Everything.
Yeah. 5 seconds, Dick.
Face.
Everything face. 4 points, Steve.
Makeup.
5 seconds, Margaret. There goes your time. It's gone. 3 points, Jane.
All.
5 seconds.
Complete.
Complete. 2 points, Steve.
Powder.
You gotta stay with an idea. All right. 5 seconds, Margaret.
Powder.
There goes your time.
Makeup.
1 point, Jane.
Everything. Everything.
5 seconds. There goes your time, Dick. Gone. I must tell you the word. You know, everything in the makeup line is called cosmetics.
Oh.
Cosmetics was the word. All right.
That was a hard one.
Okay, here we go.
You wouldn't know about it anyway.
You ready to go? Password, start the game here with you, Steve. Steve, Jane. No, I'm going to give it to Jane.
Oh, we start.
As they look at it, we'd like you to see it at home.
The password is gentle.
Yeah. Steve, 10 points. Start with you.
Rough.
Ready.
Rough ready. 9 points, Jane.
Tender. Tender.
Soothing.
Tender soothing. No. 8 points, Steve.
Soft.
Gentle.
Yes. Very good. All right. Well, you did a little better than you did on cosmetic there. 8 points starts over here. Richard, now we'll get around to you. Margaret, as they look at it, we'd like you to see it at home.
The password is word.
Dick, see if you can do it in 10 points.
Pass.
Can I just make sure I understand that? Did you say pass?
Right.
Word?
Yes. Richard? I don't know what I'd have done if you hadn't used that as a clue.
I don't either.
Steve, Jane, 10 to 8, friends.
The password is kin.
Steve?
Kiss. I'm not lisping either.
No. Say it again.
Kiss.
Kin.
Yes. Good clue for that word.
Excellent.
10 to 18.
Boy,
Password goes to
brilliant.
Dick. They can win on this, Dick, so careful. Margaret? Friends?
The password is jazz.
Richard, 10 points, give you 20. 5 seconds.
Basie.
Count.
Count. No, 9 points. Give you the game, Margaret.
Dixieland.
Band.
Band. No, 8 points, Dick. 8 points.
Music.
Jazz?
Yes. You hate yourself? 18 to 18.
Oh, I
Got a tie here. Either team. Whoop. Don't go. Either team can win. Password to Steve and Jane as they look at it.
The password is bounce.
Okay, Steve, can I have the game? Watch the gestures.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Ball.
Ball.
Round.
Round. No. 9 points now, Jane. No gestures. Did I stop you? All right, here we go. Give you the game.
I know.
5 seconds.
She said, somebody said ball. Movement.
Bounce.
Yes. All right, we have time. Let's quickly do the lightning round. In 1 minute. Here's the first word. Go.
Fruit.
Apple.
Furry.
Peach.
Yes.
Bird.
Eagle.
Singing.
Chirp.
Gilded.
Canary.
Yes.
Shirt.
Blouse.
Yes.
Trigonometry.
Geometry.
Very good.
Weak.
Strong.
You did it in less than 30 seconds. You got it all. Dick, you've got $500. Margaret, you'll have $50. We'll be back in a minute to tell you about our next guest stars on Password, but right now, next week on Thanksgiving night, our guest stars will be the great singing star and lovely lady Rosemary Clooney and the international comedy star and great guy Alan King. That's next Thursday, Thanksgiving night. I hope you'll join us for the whole family. Jayne Meadows, it's a pleasure always.
Alan.
Now that you're here in the East, you come around more often, will you?
Oh, I'd love to.
Good.
I'd love to.
Look for you on Monday nights with I've Got a Secret, Steve.
Thank you, Alan.
And now that you're here in New York and you played this game with your wife, will you come back to see us?
Oh, you betcha, right away.
All right, we'll look forward to seeing you because I know my friends at home would like to see you. Margaret and Richard, nice to have you with us tonight.
Thank you.
We'll see you all next Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, or tomorrow on the daytime password. Until then, this is Alan Ludden saying the password tonight is give. Give the united way to make your dollars go far to help people. Give to your United Community Campaign. One gift works many wonders. So long, see you tomorrow, I hope.
Password. This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This is Jack Clark speaking. The contestants on this recorded and edited program were selected and interviewed in advance.